but we're gonna hop into a warm up. That's gonna be 3 rounds of 3 movements, and we're gonna do each one for 30 seconds at a time. So pace is totally up to you. It is just a warm up though, so like no need to go totally bonkers right off the bat. Let's talk about the 3 movements we're gonna do. The first one is a tabletop crawl. So when I do a tabletop crawl, I'm gonna start in this tabletop position, just hands and knees. And then I wanna pop my knees off the ground, just like an inch or 2. And then I'm gonna crawl like that, trying to maintain my table with my back. If you've got a small area, you can definitely go a few steps forward, a few steps back. So like I might go until I start to disappear off camera and then go backwards. That's totally fine. If for any reason a tabletop crawl is not working, we could do a bear crawl, which would be same idea, but our hips are coming high. And if for any reason you can't put any pressure on your wrists, then let's just do a duck walk where I'm in the bottom of a squat and I'm walking along. So a few different options there. Second movement is going to be a walking lunge. So for a walking lunge, I'm gonna step forward, bring my back knee to the ground, and then push through my front foot, and then move along to the next one. Just like that. Same idea, you can go backwards and forwards. I might go in a tiny circle with these. If you totally do not have the room, then some lunges in place are a totally fine substitution. And if you can't lunge at all, we can maybe squat instead. And then the third thing is gonna be a high knee march, which just means I'm gonna bend at the elbow about 90 degrees, and then I'm just bringing my knees up high, just like that. So I'm gonna start a clock. If you got some tunes, get them bumping. Let's go in 10 seconds. We'll start with our tabletop crawl. We'll do each one for 30 seconds. Let's go in 3, 2, 1, tabletop crawl. Nice job, everyone. Switching to walking lunge in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Walking lunge. Or maybe lunge in place, that's okay too. Looks awesome. Three, 2, 1. Let's high knee march. We're gonna go back to our tabletop crawl in 2, 1. Let's do it. Nice job, 10 more seconds. Three, 2, 1, lunges. Maybe walking, maybe in place. Three, 2, 1. Let's high knee march. Looks good. I'm getting warm. Three, two, one. Let's go through it one more time. Tabletop crawl, or maybe a bear crawl. Nice job. 5 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Let's lunge. Ten more seconds. 3, 2, 1. High knee march. Nice job. 15 more seconds. Three, 2, 1, rest. All right, nice job, everyone. So today's workout is gonna be a little bit on the longer side. But there is a tiny bit of rest built in here and there. So let's talk about it. And just as a reminder, I did paste it into the chat if you need a quick look at it at any point before or during the workout. There's actually 4 movements. They're just arranged in such a way that we're gonna go through them. It's almost like we're gonna go up the pyramid and then we're gonna go back down the pyramid. Then we're gonna rest. So what it's gonna be is 5 rounds of 30 seconds of dot hops, 30 seconds of alternating power clean and jerks, 30 seconds of a jumping lunge or a lunging variation, 30 seconds of what's called a devil press. At that point, we're at the top of the pyramid and we're just gonna head down. So we're going back through that sequence in reverse order. So we'll go 30 seconds of jumping lunges, 30 seconds of alternating power clean and jerks, 30 seconds of dot hops. Once we've gotten through all of it, we're back down the pyramid. We'll rest for a minute and then we'll go on to the next round. We're gonna do it 5 times. So it's gonna be 21.5 minutes long. So hopefully that format makes sense. I will be trying my best to keep everyone aware of what's coming. I may miss a 3, 2, 1 here and there. If I do, sorry. I'm gonna do my best. Maybe I can get them all today. So let's talk about all of these movements. First one is dot hops. How a dot hop works is I want to imagine that I have a square on the floor and all I'm gonna do is bring my feet to one corner, the opposite corner, the next corner in the back, and then the opposite corner in the back. But I can get kind of springy with it. So it ends up being kind of like a jogging in place type movement. So corner, 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 corner. So if you get to a point where your heart rate's really elevated, you want a little bit of recovery time, we can always just take the bounce out of it, get a little less dynamic, and just step to all those 4 corners. It'll keep our heart rate elevated, but maybe in a little more sustainable place. So that is an option. Also, if you can't jump or do any sort of hopping, you can totally still do dot hops. We'll just call them dot steps. So That's the dot hop. Next, we have the alternating power clean and jerk. For this one, sorry I didn't mention this earlier. Ideally, we want something we can hold in our hand. Could be a dumbbell or a kettlebell, but it could really be any sort of item. Could also be like a sandbag. Doesn't have to be a single hand item. So I'm gonna demonstrate with a dumbbell here. I'll show a sandbag version too. For the power clean and jerk, what I'm doing is bringing the item to my shoulder, and then I'm gonna drive it overhead, and that'll be 1 rep. So the first part is the power clean. I'm gonna start with the item between my feet, and then I just wanna make sure, because I'm gonna be doing a good number of these, that I'm not just kind of hunkering over and pulling it off the ground. I like to call it grip it and rip it. I don't want to do that. I don't want to grip it and rip it, because as I do, I'm just in like a really nasty position to move some weight. So I want to just make sure that I'm bending my knees. So it's the difference between this and this. So now I'm kind of sending my knees out, coming down, and keeping my back in a nice neutral place. So once I've got my hand on my item, I'm going to push into the ground, thinking like I'm leg pressing the world away from me. And once it gets to my hips, I'm going to pop it up onto my shoulder, just like that. Let's try a few of just the power clean, and then we'll talk about the jerk portion. Cool, cool. Sweet. One thing about that, if you have a kettlebell, the clean can be a little bit different, just because it's attached to a handle, so it can kind of flop around. We want it to turn over, or excuse me, like kind of turn around more than turn over. So when doing a clean with a kettlebell, I like to tell people, I want you to think of it like you have a newspaper rolled up and tucked under your arm. And as you do the movement, you don't want to drop that newspaper. Because if I'm coming from the ground, so I've got my newspaper tucked, it's going to keep it close to me, and it's going to turn more around as opposed to over, where it's then going to crash on my arm. Because if I let my newspaper drop, if I get it too far out in front of me, it's going to whip over and crash on my arm. So just something to think about if you've got a kettlebell or anything that's on a handle that is away from the weight. So we've done the clean portion. Then we're going to bring it overhead. So I've done my power clean. Then I'm going to dip straight down, and I'm going to drive the weight up. And as soon as it leaves my shoulder, I'm thinking about rebending my knees, almost like I'm pushing myself back down underneath. So there's a very quick down, up, down movement that looks like that. Let's try a few. Awesome. Looks great, everyone. Cool. All right, so during the workout, we'll alternate sides each rep. So I'll do my power clean, then my jerk, then I'll come back down, switch sides, power clean, jerk, so on and so forth. So that's the power clean and jerk. Then we've got the jumping lunge, or a lunge variation. So jumping lunges can be very tough. They require not only strength, but also mobility and stability. So I'll show you the jumping lunge and a couple different variations. So for a jumping lunge, I'm gonna essentially start in the bottom of the lunge. I'm gonna jump up, get super tall, and I'm gonna land in the opposite lunge. So strung together, they look like that. So they can be pretty tough, and A big sign that you should potentially scale the jumping lunge is if you can jump up out, but then you get to about here and you have to kind of rebalance and slowly lower. If that's the case, let's do something else. I want us all to be able to keep moving. So the two main substitutions are going to be the walking lunge, just like we did in the warm-up, or like a reverse lunge. So I'm starting standing, I'm stepping back, and then lowering myself to the ground like that. So let's just take a few seconds. Let's try a few. Maybe you've never done a jumping lunge, give it a try. If it doesn't feel great, that's okay. We can do lunges in place. Or even during the workout, we can mix and match. Maybe it feels doable, but 30 seconds is maybe not a sustainable period of time. Maybe at 15 seconds, you switch to walking lunges. Totally valid. Okay, last movement is the devil press. So I've got my weighted object on the ground. If you have something like a dumbbell that can support some weight on it, then I'm going to essentially perform a burpee with my hand on the dumbbell. If you've got something a little more unwieldy, like a kettlebell, that part feels kind of weird. You don't have to have your hand on it while you do the burpee portion. So you could always do it right next to it. So I'm gonna bring my hands to the ground. In this case, one hand is gonna be on my dumbbell, and then I'm gonna do a burpee. So I'm just gonna hit the deck, and then I'm gonna peel myself back up, come back to a stand, and then I'm gonna pull my weight into what I'm gonna call the pocket, which just means my outer wrist is as high on my inner thigh as I can get it. And then I'm gonna stand up tall and pop the weight up overhead. So at speed, I'm coming, doing my burpee, coming up, pulling into the pocket, and then pulling overhead. Then I can come back down, I'll switch sides, do it on the other side, into the pocket, and overhead. So let's say I have a kettlebell, then I can do my burpee next to it, pull into the pocket, and up overhead. So let's try a few of these. Not the most common movement we do. There we go. Sweet. Great job. And just a few notes on the burpee portion. If you need to step in or out, so maybe instead of just hitting the deck, you step back as you bring your hands to the ground. Same on the way up. If you need to do that, that's totally fine. You could also do like a sprawl. Maybe you have like a shoulder issue or something like that. Hands to the ground, kick your feet back, then return. Then you can pick up your weight. You're just kind of cutting the bottom half off. So a couple different scaling options there. Okay. That is all the movements. We'll go through 30 seconds of dot hops, then our alternating power clean and jerks, our lunges, devil press, then we'll go back down the pyramid, lunges, clean and jerk, dot hops, then we'll rest a minute. Does anyone have any questions before I start the clock? Okay. In that case, I'm going to put 21 minutes and 30 seconds on the clock. We're going to start with 30 seconds of dot hops. Let's do it in 10 seconds. All right, 3, 2, 1. Here we go, dot hops. Nice job, everyone. Three, two, one. All right, power clean and jerks. Alternating each side, each rep. Nice job, everyone. Three, two, one. Jumping lunges or a lunge variation. Whew. Spicy right off the bat. Nice job, 10 more seconds. Three, two, one. Let's go to our devil press. Whew. Three, two, one. Back down the pyramid. Let's go to lunges. All right, 10 more seconds. Three, two, one. Clean and jerks. Let's do it. We get to rest semi-soon. Here we go. Three, two, one. Dot hops or dot steps. Maybe a little of both. Ten more seconds. Three, two, one. Rest. All right, we're gonna rest for a whole minute. Woo!
Hey, Jarek, question. I'm pretty bad at the clean and jerk. Am I better off just going like super low weight or no weight just to get the correct feeling?
Yeah, I'm totally okay with that.
Okay. I was just like, I'm really awkward, but okay.
If it's a little too light, we can always just move faster. Okay. If the weight's not the challenging part. All right, we're gonna start round number 2 in 10 seconds. We'll go into our dot hops in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Round 2 in a series of more than 2. Nice job. 3, 2, 1. Clean and jerks. Nice. Ten more seconds. Three, 2, 1. Jumping lunges or lunges. Whew. Three, 2, 1. Double press. My favorite. Ten more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Lunges. Ten more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Clean and jerks. Almost back down the pyramid. There we go. Nice job, everyone. Great clean and jerks. 3, 2, 1. Dot hops. Ten more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Rest. All right. We'll rest for a minute. Those clean and jerks look pretty good, Grace. You might be better than you expect. 20 seconds to rest. I got you. For sure. All right, we're gonna start the next round. We'll do 10 extra seconds of rest for this countdown. Going back to dot hops in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go, round 3. We're pros at this point. Ten seconds. 3, 2, 1. Clean and jerks. Nice. 3, 2, 1. Lunges. Nice job. 10 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Devil press. What a combo. Woo. Three, 2, 1. Back to those lunges. We're going back down the pyramid. Five seconds. 3, 2, 1. Clean and jerks. Here we go. Nice job. 10 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Dot hops. Let's bring it home. There we go. Ten more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Rest. Nice job. 3 down, 2 to go. Easy peasy. We'll rest for 50 more seconds. All right, 10 seconds. Round number 4 coming up. 3, 2, 1. Here we go, dot hops. Ten more seconds. Then we clean and jerk. 3, 2, 1. Clean and jerks. Three, 2, 1. Lunges. Great work. 3, 2, 1. Double press. The cherry on top. Ten more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Lunges. Bringing it home. Ten more seconds. Woo. 3, 2, 1. Clean and jerks. We're almost there. Nice job. 3, 2, 1. Let's dot hop. It's our victory lap at the end of each round. Three, 2, 1, rest. All right, we got one more. We'll rest for a minute. I'm sweating. Ten seconds. Last round. Gonna be the best round. Let's do dot hops in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Nice work. 3, 2, 1. Clean and jerks. Nice job. 10 more seconds. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Lunges. Great work. 10 more seconds. It's the tough part. 3, 2, 1. Double press. We're at the top of the hill. Ten more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Lunges. Back down the hill. Ten more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Clean and jerks. Woo! Ten more seconds and we dot hop. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Last thing. We're sprinting to home plate. Three, 2, 1, rest. Nice job, everyone. I'm just gonna restart this. If you want a little mobility today, we're gonna breathe, and then we can do couch stretch, which will either require a wall or an actual couch, hence the name. So I like to have something soft to put under my knee. If you're gonna use the wall, I'm gonna put the top of my foot on the wall and then bring my knee to the ground, and then I'm sitting up upright. The closer your knee is to the wall, the more intense the stretch is gonna be. You can also, instead of putting the top of your foot against a wall, you can put the top of your foot on a couch cushion and still get your knee to the ground. And then we're sitting upright, we're breathing deep. If you want a little extra stretch, whatever side the knee is on the ground, so I've got my left knee on the ground, I'm gonna squeeze my left glute just for like 3 seconds, and then I'll let go, and I'll just pulse that way. We're gonna hang out about 30 more seconds. So if you want that extra stretch, we're just thinking like a glute pulse on the side that is on the ground. Maybe you get enough stretch, you don't want any extra, that's all good too. So I'm gonna ease my way out of there and then repeat on the other side. If you're like me, one side feels considerably tighter than the other, but maybe not. We'll hang out for about 30 more seconds on this side. Then I'm gonna ease my way out of there. Great job, everyone.